Beauty girl, you stick around. You don't go anywhere. We're going to try to slowly simmer as it comes to see if we can get a few people on here. So we've got the highway. There's a fire department truck going down there right now. When we checked in with you earlier on our other social media, we were way down there in the field, on the edge of the field. Those are the plumes coming up from the fires. So, pardon me, it's reached the highway down there. You can see a couple of plumes just in through here. The smoke's working its way up. This is about the end of it. You can see Tangle Ridge has come, and they've cut fire lines and perimeters around all the fields, around all the fence lines. They bordered all their roads. They bordered the creek. They've bordered absolutely everything. She's a full-blown, everybody out. They expanded the evacuation to include the south side of the river now. The reservation's included, 292 sub is included. So things are definitely getting serious here in Fort Nelson. Again, that's Tangle Ridge's shop behind me. I'm down at a neighbor's house just checking up. Don't think we're going to run sprinklers on the roof tonight, but we'll play it by ear and see what becomes of it. So again, this is at the very tip. This is the closest edge of fire to Fort Nelson that's got the entire town evacuated. All sorts of logistical issues. Just some of the few things I know from friends that are traveling. There was huge check-in times in Fort St. John in the evacuation center that took a long time. Fort St. John couldn't handle it. We knew this. They said this in the plan. That's why it was supposed to be a shelter-in-place deal. Anyhow, they overwhelmed Fort St. John. Not a hotel room to be found in Fort St. John. Not a hotel room to be found in Dawson Creek or Grand Prairie now, apparently. So they're sending people as far as Prince George, 9 hours away to evacuate for this fire. So the fire lines have been cut. I come on here. Of course, we got a phone call. Sorry, bud, you're just going to have to wait. I'll call you back. But there we have it. We got fire lines cut. We should be safe for the night. The winds died right down. There's not much for air traffic right now, so I don't know. I can't comment on that. I'm not the pros. They're probably out of hours. The choppers have been flying most of the day from what we've heard. They haven't really been over here too much. They've been really focused on the other side. I've seen some pictures down the way of some fires that got right close to the highway. It breached the highway on the far side. So if you check our social medias, our Facebook, our Instas from last night, you'll see where we were up on the ridge and we got some video and some footage up on the ridge. Well, the far end of that touched the highway and some of it jumped across. Apparently they got it under control. We've seen traffic on the new highway again, as well as we border the old highway. Remember, there's lots of traffic on it. I don't know what to say other than that. The crews have done a great job. There's tons of them in town. Kudos to you. We sure appreciate it. We sure appreciate all the help, all the local help. You guys see it. I'm not just prejudiced to Radar Road Trucking or Rick and his crew. They're always involved in everything, and when it comes to this, is no exception. Every second tanker truck that goes by is a Radar Road. They've got rig in them. Boys have been in them dozers for almost around the clock now, and cutting a fire line to the north side of town. Unfortunately, we already heard of a couple of places that have completely lost structures, everything. We hope it's, fingers crossed, that we don't become one of them. But what do you do? Not gonna lie, if I'm mumbling along, I've got about 2 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. So the worst of it is over there. That's Parker Lake. That's the plume coming up from Parker Lake. approximately 5 kilometers from where I'm at right now. Don't mind if I'm a little shaky, I'm balancing on a log. Standing up here to get you guys the shot, but as you can see, the fire comes all the way down, and somewhere in about this neck of the woods is the last plumes I see that are coming out of the bush. So it's somewhere in about there is the tip of it. This is the long corner on what's known as Doug Gordon's field. So this is approximately 2 kilometers from the rec center, the edge of town. It's 1 kilometer from us at the Halfcutgarage. It's actually, in all reality, already gone past us and just sort of hanging out now. So the plume that was going earlier, like I said, the wind switched directions. Hopefully it's burning back on itself. It was going towards our shop, which is off in this direction here. So knock on wood, I'm standing on it. I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'm trying to keep these somewhat brief. Feel free to share it with anybody that you know that's traveling the Alaska Highway or interested in what's going on. They did pilot a big group of vehicles past us no more than about a half an hour ago, and I hear traffic out there now. So I'm assuming that they're still moving traffic in and out. But anyhow, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Stay safe. And we'll catch you on the next one.